Monkey.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video today. It's the 335 today. We're gonna go over some fitment. This has been a multiple week process for me to get these tires and wheels fitting good. I'm just gonna share my experience with you guys, share what works, what has not been working, and give you guys all the numbers so that you guys can replicate this on your own if you'd like. So for your car, it might be different, even if it is a E92 335i. Just because this car has the M Sport package with the lower M Sport suspension, and my rear fenders are rolled. I have no spacers on the car, no spacers in the front or rear. This is just wheels and tires. So next we'll get into wheel size. So up front, I'm running a 9.5 by 19 wheel with a ET35 offset. In the back, I'm running a 10.5 wheel, also with an ET35 offset and also a 19-inch wheel. So, for tires. So initially, when I first bought this car, it had 245, 35, 19s up front, full steering ability, no rubbing, absolutely no problems. Those worked great. I just didn't like the look of them, so I decided to go up to 265s in the front. So I'll throw a picture of those on the screen. Those looked absolutely amazing. Those looked amazing. Like, fitment was so good. Stock suspension, not even lowered. Fitment was as good as I could as good as I could ask for. But unfortunately, it rubbed. Pretty bad, honestly. It was pretty bad. Wasn't really able to turn both ways. It rubbed, which was unfortunate because it looked really, really good. And in the backs, I went with 295s, 295 30 19s. Those also looked amazing. I'll throw that picture back up so you guys can see what that looked like. Oh my God, it was my favorite looking tire setup that I've ever had on this car. It looked absolutely killer. Like, such good fitment. Only problem is it rubbed, which is unfortunate, obviously. I was very pleased with how it looked. I had to go down in size, so I went from a 265 to a 255 width up front. That's what I'm currently running right now. And in the back, I went to a 285 by 30. So let's see if I can find the tire size here. There they are. 285 by 30, R19, 98Y. That's what I'm currently running. In the rear, I have absolutely no issues. No rubbing at all. Fitment is great. Like, look at that. Looks really good. From the back, fitment is like very good. Obviously, it's not perfect. With the 295s, it looked a little bit more flush here. You can kind of see there's a little bit of overhang on the fender here, but it looks very good. It's pretty hard to tell, honestly. Like, you really got to look for it. It looks very good. I'm very pleased with it. We got some tire poke here. Very wide tires. Looks really good. And I decided to go with the Toyo, let's see, where's the name? Toyo Proxys Sport AS. That's what I decided to go with for all four wheels. Why am I not sticking with this? Because in the front, I'm rubbing. So what's happening is, on the M Sport 335i's, they have an oil cooler. It's right in here. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's right in there. You can kind of see that vent right there and that little cooler back there. So the tire and the wheel are rubbing. You can see right now, it's actually touching right now. Only this side is rubbing. That side's totally fine. This side is what's causing me issues. I'm gonna go back down to a 245 in the front, and unfortunately that's gonna be as wide as I can go in the front. All right, guys, we're back. We got those new tires that I was talking about earlier. We got those on the BMW now, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that with the fitment. So there it is. Here is the rear of the car. These are what I was talking about earlier. It is the 285 30 R19s. And then up in the front, we went down from a 255 down to a 245 245/35 R19. There's the size right there. It's a 245/35 R19. So as you can tell, as you probably can tell, the fitment isn't as good as the 255s or even the 265s, but it is still pretty good. It's not perfect. Needs more low compared to this one, where the fitment is basically like perfect. Like I can fit my finger and that is it. That is riding a little bit high. The good news is I have absolutely no rubbing in the front and the back now. It's been a process, but finally don't have any rubbing. 245/35 R19s on 9.5-inch wheels, 19-inch wheels. That's as big as it can go. You can't run any wider tire than that. It's just gonna rub. For me, that's gonna be as wide as I go in the front. In the rear, it's gonna be basically the same thing. 285 is gonna be as wide as you can go on a 10.5-inch wheel. I have no spacers on the car, just to say that again. And they are pretty wide, that is for sure. Like they definitely are meaty as you might say, girthy even. Dare I say they are girthy tires. Now it's not a Bugatti Veyron obviously, with 365s under there, and a millimeter for every day of the year. That's where I don't drive a Bugatti, no.
Obviously.
That's probably gonna do it for this video. Hopefully this will help some of you guys if you guys are looking to get as wide of a tire as possible on your wheels for your BMW 335i. Hopefully all that information will help some of you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments. Also leave a like, if you want. If you want to see more 335i or Jeep Comanche content, you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have lots of that coming up, just like that. That's going to be the end of the video. So peace.